Happy graduation to all of the kids in London, Ontario, and wishing you amazing things for your commencement in 2026. Hey, it's Ryan Hodge, broker owner. Here at the Realty firm in London, Ontario, Sandra, Tavares, and I have been selling real estate in London for nearly 20 years. I also own the Realty firm with my spouse, Sandra, and we have over 100 agents in southwestern Ontario that are highly productive human beings and great performers inside of the real estate community. And as part of our community initiative, Sandra and I have always donated scholarships to some of the local area high schools. And I thought I'd share a little bit about that because I think that it's relevant in today's day and age. Number one, I hope that all of you have a safe, happy, and healthy commencement season along with your prom and all of the good things that come along with it. I hope that you enjoy everything that high school has had to offer. I am fortunate to work with a bunch of the kids, not biased, while sort of at A.B. Lucas Secondary School here in London as a football coach with the Lucas Vikings football team. And every single year I get the pleasure to support kids and youth inside of the London, Ontario community, not only through, dedicated volunteer work and coaching, but also in terms of our scholarship program. And one of the things that I wanted to share just as some insight is you may be considering whether you're graduating or whether you are already in a career or you're thinking about a career, but you may be interested in a career in real estate. The reason that I share that is that real estate is something that you can do at any time and at any level. You see, I am London born and raised. I went to high school here. I graduated from the University of Western Ontario in 2000. So that makes me a little bit older now. After university, I worked in corporate sales for about 10 years. So I was working for our family business, flying all over, driving all over, doing great things inside of a sales industry, which certainly transferred a little bit to real estate sales and in some capacity. But ultimately, after about 10 years, I realized it wasn't for me. The family business wasn't for me, nor was the career path. And so I decided that I would get into real estate, not knowing whatsoever what to expect. And ultimately, real estate has been nothing short of a blessing and just an absolute privilege to support thousands of London, Ontario families, homeowners, home buyers, sellers, investors, builders over the years. And ultimately, I think that it's a great opportunity to consider whether or not real estate is an option for you. And the reason that I share that is that through our scholarship program over the years, I typically will attend multiple graduation ceremonies. And these ceremonies are wonderful. People are showing up, they look lovely, they're with their families, everybody's happy, and we give out these awards at these ceremonies. However, one of the things that I've noticed over the years is that there's a part of the ceremony where everybody is walking across the stage to receive their diploma, and they are excited. And it's usually announced what their future plans are. Maybe they are going off to college, or they're starting into trades, or they are going off to university, or perhaps they're returning for a gap year, as many people call it, or a year where they're coming back. And what I've always been amazed at is that people will say that they're going to go to college for, to become a certain trade, or they are going to go to university to get their law degree or become a doctor or become an accountant, you name it. Maybe they're going off to the military. Whatever it is, there's all of these options that always tend to come to fruition. And over the years, and I'm watching thousands and thousands of kids go across these stages, very, very seldom. In fact, I can't recall the one time that somebody said that they wanted to become a real estate agent. And I believe that there is opportunity for a lot of today's youth to do this thing we call real estate at a really high level and find a very rewarding career inside of the business in terms of supporting their community, in terms of generating a really great income if they do it at a high level, being able to give back to their communities, being able to work with friends and family and clients to support them in home ownership, to support them in acquisition and disposal of real estate. And I always find it intriguing that it's never really somebody's first career choice. Well, the same thing for me, and actually the same thing for one of my recent guests that we flew in from Halifax to train at my organization. She is a team leader out in Halifax, Nova Scotia, that operates a business that her small little team has done upwards of 250 sales in a year, which is just tremendous. She started her career at the age of 40. And so the reason I'm sharing that is real estate's not often the first choice for many professionals, but I believe that there is great opportunity for today's youth and for anybody to get involved in this business if they choose to do so and if they choose to commit at a very, very high level. And I would encourage you to check out some of our information on what it looks like to get your real estate license here inside of the province of Ontario. I've created a video called A Day in the Life of a Real Estate Agent, which I'm going to drop in the comments here. And this is just something to give a little bit of information in terms of, creating a career in real estate. The coolest thing about this business is it can be anything for anyone. Now, there are some challenges that I've always had with it. Number one, there is a lower barrier of entry. You can get your real estate license in a matter of 6 to 8 months through the licensing process that we have in Ontario. And it's not to say that it's a joke, but it's not going to take as much as a 4-year degree, nor is it going to take nearly amount of the expense that, you or your parents, or if you're older in life and considering real estate, are going to allocate to going back to school. The challenge with a lower barrier of entry is that you get a lot of people that get into this business and they are just doing it to be part-time or just to try it out. This business can be anything that you want it to be, and it can allow you to be, somebody that reaches unlimited earning income potential. And when you look at the potential that exists inside of this business, what I think is that it's a great, great career to consider in terms of getting started. If you like to support and help people, if you like to create business strategies, and if you want to nurture, your sphere of influence or the friends, family connections that you do have, and if you like to market yourself, if you like social media, there's so many different ways to do it. And one way does not work for everybody, nor do all of the different ways work for the same person as well. So I believe that this is something to pay attention to, because the people that get involved with this business and do it at a high level can create tremendous careers inside of London, Ontario. Some of our top agents here in London, and a lot of the people that I've been fortunate to train or coach across the industry over nearly 15 years now, as far as training and development, are some of the greatest business minds that I know. And you can do this at a very small level where, maybe it's an alternative to some of the career choices that you had considered, but you have the ability to, get into real estate at a reasonably low level of financial commitment, to going into a multiple 6 or 7 figure income, to create a team, or to, leverage human beings and technology to really create the business that you desire. I have some friends and colleagues that, run their real estate business, and they can do that from anywhere in the world. And so my thought for you today, if you're watching this, was that whether you are graduating this year or you're in a career that maybe you're not satisfied with, and you've always thought, hey, I wonder what real estate sales would be like, check out my video, A Day in the Life of a Real Estate Agent, and I hope that you find it informational and informative. I would love to talk to you anytime if you are thinking about a career in real estate, or if you have questions about what it actually looks like to get licensed, to have success, and to really develop something that maybe will be way beyond your wildest dreams. In the meantime, I know that many of you are going through the graduation process right now. And from Sandra and myself, we want to wish you a very, very warm congratulations here in London, Ontario. May the season of graduation bring you all of the good things. May you celebrate with your family, your friends, your teachers, your principals, and of course, celebrate yourself, because graduating high school, or any graduation for that matter, is a very big deal. And we wanted to wish you the best. I'll be sure to drop the link to A Day in the Life of a Real Estate Agent in the first comment. And if you have any questions at any time, by all means, reach out to us. My direct line is 519-601-1160. And you can always connect with us online at www.ryanandsandra.ca.